Yeah, they are very good. Yes, sir. If you like,
साइड का है ना उसको बाद में आउटपुट नहीं ये जो है ना यहाँ पे इसको press and then pin other place see
just for
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तेरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम निताय गौर नटराज गौर नटराज गौर नटराज निताय गौर नटराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री ठाकुर हरिदास की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। हरे कृष्णा। All devotees are welcomed for today's morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Nandanaaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, devotees from online Zoom. I am audible.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 9, the passing away of Krishna Deva, and today's verse is 8. Anne cha munayah Yeah, I'm not able to put it. Brahman Brahmarata आदयः अमलाः शिष्यैः उपेताः आजग्मुः कश्यप अंगिरस आदयः अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन् अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन् ब्रह्मरातादयो मलाः ब्रह्मरातादयो मलाः शिष्यैरुपेत आजग्मुः शिष्यैरुपेत आजग्मुः कश्यपाङ्गिरसादयः कश्यपाङ्गिरसादयः अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन् ब्रह्मरातादयो मलाः शिष्यैरुपेत आजग्मुः कश्यपाङ्गिरसादयः
अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन्
अन्ये च मुनय ब्रह्मन्
ब्रह्माराधयो अमलः
ब्रह्मरातादयो मला
रूपेत आजगमः
नित्यरूपेत आजन्मुः
कस्य पङ्कृष्य आदयः
कष्टपङ्क्रिस्य साधयः अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन्
अन्यो च मुनयो ब्रह्मन्
ब्रह्मरातादयो मला
ब्रह्माराधयो अमलः
नित्यरूपेत आजन्मुः
रूपेत आजगमः
कष्टपङ्क्तिरसाधयः
कस्य पङ्किरा साधयः
Prabhuji's Pramanla.
अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन्
अन्ये च मुनय ब्रह्मन्
आराधतयो मलः
ब्रह्माराधयो मलः
शिष्येरुपेत जग्मुः
शिष्यरूपेत आजगमः
कश्यपाङ्ग्रियः साधयः
हरे कृष्ण। अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन्
अन्ये च मुनयो ब्रह्मन्
ब्रह्मरातादयो मलाः
ब्रह्माराधयो मलः
शिष्येरुपेत आजग्मुः
शिष्यरूपेत आजग्मुः
कश्यपाङ्गिर साधयः।
कश्यपाङ्गिरा साधयः।
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Word to word translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Word to word, please repeat after me. Ane, many others. Cha, also. Munayaha, sages. Brahman, or Brahmanas. Brahmarata, Sukdev Goswami. Adayaha, and such others. Amalaha, completely purified. Shissehi, by the disciples. Upetaha, accompanied. Ajagmuhu, arrived. Kashyapa, Kashyapa. Angirasa, Angirasa. Adayaha, others. Translation. And many others like Sukdev Goswami and other purified souls, Kashyapa and Angirasa and others, all accompanied by their respective disciples, arrived there. Please once repeat after me. Translation. Many others like Sukdev Goswami and other purified souls, Kashyapa and Angirasa and others, all accompanied by their respective disciples, arrived there. Today's purport is a little long, so first of all we'll do Mangalacharan and we'll continue reading purport and we'll see the main points and discuss on it. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupakatah Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदां सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim Yatkripātamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Jai Shri Krishna Balram Nitai Gaur Nataraj Ki. Let us first of all discuss about the importance of Mangalacharan. Why every day we recite a Mangalacharan before we start anything. And Bhagavatam class is also such a nice thing. Then also why we are reciting Mangalacharan to start a Srimad Bhagavatam class. It is already a Mangala, auspicious. Why we are starting? Because this Mangalacharan, there are three types. Mangalacharan hai Trivida Prakar, Asirvada, Namaskar, and Vastu Nidesa, Asirvad, and Namaskar. Yeah, first one was Vastu Nidesa. So why? We know that any things we do, any rituals, we have a Swasti Vachan and Mangalacharan. Mangala means auspicious, Acharan means invocation. So any yajna, whatever we do, there is a Mangalacharan. Om Punantu Mam Devajanaha Punantu Manasadhyaha. Such Mangalacharans they recite. And for Srimad Bhagavatam, why we are reciting? Because in this Srimad Bhagavatam, there are we discussed that there are three kinds of Mangalacharan. For Srimad Bhagavatam, we are seeking blessings from our Sampradaya, their lordships, and all the devotees who are assembled here. So that even though I am not qualified to speak on the Srimad Bhagavatam, by the mercy of Guru, Vaishnava, and Bhagavan, we can just have a little bit drop of taste and we can share with the devotees. So every day we recite the Mangalacharan before starting Srimad Bhagavatam class. So first of all, I would like to take a blessing from their Lordship Krishna Balram, Nitai Gaura Nataraj, and all the great devotees, especially Srila Prabhupada, who in his old age he traveled uh, to the Western countries and he sacrificed his sleep at night to translate books for conditioned souls like us to take a devotional service. And all the that's what Srila Prabhupada is joy. So we will continue from purport. Purport: Sukdev Goswami, Brahmarata, the famous son and disciple of Sri Vyasadeva, who taught him first the Mahabharata and then Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukdev Goswami recited 1,400,000 verses of Mahabharata in the council of the Gandharvas, Yakshas, and Rakshasas, and he recited Srimad Bhagavatam for the first time in the presence of Maharaj Parikshit. He thoroughly studies all the Vedic literatures from his great father. Thus, he was a completely purified soul by dint of his extensive knowledge in the principles of religion. From Mahabharata, Sabha Parva 4.11, it is understood that he was also present in the royal assembly of Maharaj Yudhishthir and at the fasting of Maharaj Parikshit. And as a bona fide disciple of Srila Vyasadeva, he inquired from his father very extensively about religious principles and spiritual values. And his great father also satisfied him by teaching him the yoga system by which one can attain the spiritual kingdom. The difference between fruitive work and empiric knowledge, the ways and meaning of attaining spiritual realization, the four ashramas, namely the student life, the grihastha life, the retired life, and the renounced life, the sublime position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the process of seeing Him face to face, the bona fide candidate for receiving knowledge, the consideration of the five elements, the unique position of intelligence, the consciousness of the material nature and the living entity, the symptom of the self-realized soul, and working principle of material body, the symptoms of the influential modes of nature, the tree of perpetual desires, the physical activities. Sometime he went to the sun planet with the permission of his father and Naradji. Descriptions of his travel in space are given in the Santi Parva of the Mahabharata. At last, he attained the transcendental realm. He is known by different names like Aranya, Arunishuta, Vaiyasakhi, and Vyasa Atmaja. Here is a brief uh, pastimes of Sukdev Goswami, and I would like to elaborate on it. So, Sukdev Goswami is from the spiritual world, and he is known as the Srimati Radharani's parrot, Suka. So he was in the womb of his mother for how many years? It is said that 12 years. He was in the womb of his mother. 12 years. Can you imagine? Can we imagine? For a child, it is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam third canto. Uh, Kapil Muni, he described how child suffers inside the womb. But Sukdev Goswami stayed for 12 years. Even it is so suffering. Why? Because outside of this womb is a material world, is full of Maya. But at last Krishna came and assured that Maya will not touch you. You come out. Then he came. And immediately when he came out from the womb, he started. He did not want to stay at home. He just ran away to the forest. And his father, Srila Vyasadeva, he started to follow him behind. Putra, Putra, my dear son, please come back home. But there was no response, but of his own voice coming from the mountains. He was telling Putra, and mountain was telling Putra. There was no answer of his calling son, son. And he just left away from the home, and some themselves girls were taking bath in the pond. And when Sukdev Goswami passed away from there, they did not bother anything. But when Srila Vyasadeva came, who was a little old, but they started covering their bodies. Why? Vyasadeva asked them, my son is young. He just passed away from here. You did not become agitated. But when I come here, why you all become agitated? Then they replied that your son is Atma Rama. He is satisfied in with self. You don't see the difference between man, woman. He sees everyone as a spirit soul. But you see, as he is my son, she is my wife, they are girls, he is boy. So there is a discrim. You are not in such a transcendental platform to see everyone as a soul. So we become agitated. By this, we can understand that Sukdev Goswami, from his birth, he was a liberated soul. He is Atma Rama, means self-satisfied. And after that, he realized that, oh, Sukdev Goswami, he is self-satisfied. He doesn't want to come back to home. So what he should do? Then he wanted to teach him a Srimad Bhagavatam. So he was in forest, and he instructed his disciples who are going to forest to collect wood and some roots for the sacrifice and all. He taught them three verses, every day one verses, and whenever they see Sukadeva Goswami, you just recite it. So the three verses were, first verses is, we all know that Vidura, uh, Uddhava instructed to Vidura, which is said that how the uh, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is so merciful. How is he so merciful? It is said that Vidura to Uddhava Aho bakiyam stana kalakutam jighamsaya pyayadapya sadhvi lebe gatim dhati uchitam tatonyam khamva dayalum saranam brajema. Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to a sea demon, Putana, although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. He heard the merciful of the Lord, even one who came to kill him, he gave her a great position as a mother. Oh, that means he is a great personality. He is so merciful. And another day, same disciple came, where they taught them a different verse, uh, which was spoken by Bhismadeva to Pandavas. Uh, who said that Krishna, he was a he is a supreme personality of Godhead, but as your friend, as your well-wisher, he always stay with you. That was the verse, and Sukdev Goswami was uh, interested little more. Oh, his quality is such a great. For devotees, he become his chariot driver, and he asked the disciples how he looked like. The disciple says that Varahapidam Natavarapuh Karnayor Karnikaram Vibradvasa Kanakakapisham Vaijayanti Chamalam Randhran Venuradharapuran Gopa Vrinde Vrindaranyam Sapadaravanam Pravishat Kita Kirtihi. The description of Lord Sri Krishna, Varahapidam, he wears a peacock feather, he wears a Vaijayanti Mala, and with his coward friends, he entered Vrindavan with playing his flute, and he became attracted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said that Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgantha Apurukame Kurvante Hetukim Bhaktim Tam Bhuta Guno Harihi. Even the liberated soul, Atma Rama, they are attracted to the qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sukdev Goswami was a liberated soul. And any other example of Atma Rama? Four Kumaras, Sanata Sanandana, Sanata Sanat Kumar. They were also a liberated soul, Atma Rama, but they become attracted to the qualities of the Lord, and from the Brahmavad, they become a devotees. So this is a great qualities of the Supreme Personality of God, Sri Krishna, that even the liberated soul who are self-satisfied, they become attracted to the transcendental pastime and qualities of Sri Krishna. So this is a little bit about Parikshit Sukdev Goswami. And one more thing, it is said in the sloka that is as a Brahmarata Dayo Malaha. What is the meaning of Brahmarat? And we will like,
Yes, yes.
yeah, Sukdev Goswami, but it can be,
Oh,
yeah. I would like to give you some hint like Parikshit Maharaj is called Vishnu Rat. For that, I like to clarify that from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.8.27, it is said that Suta Vacha Saupamatrito Ragya Kathayamiti Saptame Brahmarato Prasamprito Vishnuratena Samsadi. Suta Goswami said, thus Sukadeva Goswami being invited by Maharaj Parikshit to speak on the topics of the Lord Sri Krishna with the devotees, he was very much pleased. It is said that Sukadeva Goswami, Vishnu Brahmarat, and thus Sukadeva Goswami being invited by Parikshit Maharaj. This Vishnurat Samsadi. To the last paragraph of this purport, Srila Prabhupada explains about the Vishnurat and Brahmarat. He said that Sukadeva Goswami was protected by Lord Krishna. He was also protected by Lord Krishna by Brahma Vaivarta Puran. It is mentioned in the Brahma Vaivarta Puran. Just before I said that, Sukadeva Goswami was very fearful to come out to this material world, and Lord Krishna assured him that Maya will not touch you. So by that he protected him from the influence of Mahamaya. So he is called the Sukadeva Goswami was protected by the Lord Krishna by Brahma Vaivarta Puran, and therefore he is known as a Brahmara. And Sriman Parikshit Maharaj was protected by Vishnu. We know how Parikshit Maharaj was protected by the Brahmastra released by Aswathama. So, Parikshit Maharaj is called Vishnurat, protected by Vishnu, and thus is known as Vishnurat. As devotees of the Lord, they are always protected by the Lord. Is a very important point. As a devotee of the Lord, they are always protected by the Lord. It is clear also in this connection that a Vishnurat should hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Brahmarat, and no one else. Others misinterpret the transcendental knowledge and thus spoils one's valuable time. That means we should hear the Srimad Bhagavatam from a devotees. And devotees, they are Vishnurat or Brahmarat. They are protected by the Lord. And the most important thing is that we should hear the Srimad Bhagavatam and the transcendental qualities of the Lord from a devotees only. Why? Why not from others? There is a very nice verse which gives also an example of a milk. Even though milk is a very nutritious drink, but similarly the Srimad Bhagavatam is the Krishna Katha, you know, by hearing from devotees or non-devotees will get the benefit. But why we should not hear from the non-devotees? It is said that Avaishnavod Mukhod Genam Putam Harikathamritam Shravanam Naiva Kartavyam Sarpochishta Yathapaya. One should not hear anything about Krishna from a non-Vaishnava. Milk touched by the lips of a servant has a poisonous effect. Similarly, talks about Krishna given by a non-devotee are also poisonous. Why Srimad Bhagavatam is so important and we should hear from only devotees? And Srimad Bhagavatam, we see that the Krishna Leela, the pastime of Krishna, is on the 10th canto. Why not from the first canto? Because it established the Supreme Personality of Godhead, how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but other non-devotee, what they do? In the name of Bhagavad Sapta, in collecting money, they just directly jump to the 10th canto of Krishna Leela. And they especially discuss about the Rasa Leela pastimes of Lord Krishna with the gopis, which Srila Prabhupada said that they directly jumps to the pastime of Krishna with the gopis. So their intention is not so good because they are not a devotee. They don't know the qualities and the importance of the discussing about the philosophy, how Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. They just want to enjoy So they just go to the Rasa Leela. So it is said that it is not suitable for us to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam class or Krishna pastimes from our non-devotees. So now we're going to discuss read the next paragraph. It says about the Kashyapa Muni. Prabhuji, anyone would like to read? Hare Krishna from online.
Kashyapa से start करना है.
Yes, Kashyapa. Okay.
One of the Prajapatis, the son of Marichi, and one of the sons-in-law of Prajapati Daksha. He is the father of the gigantic bird Garuda, who was given elephants and tortoises as eatables. He married 13 daughters of Prajapati Daksha, and their names are Aditi, Diti, Danu, Kashta, Arishta, Durasa, Pila, Muni, Krodavasha, Tamra, Surabhi, Sarama, and Kimi. He begot many children, both demigods and demons, by those wives. From his first wife Aditi, all the 12 Adityas were born. One of them is Vamana, the incarnation of God, Godhead. This great sage Kashyapa was also present at the time of Arjuna's birth. Wow. He received a presentation of the whole world from Parashurama, and later on he asked Parashurama to go out of the world. His other name is Arishtanemi. He lives on the northern side of the universe.
Thank you, bro. Just for a background, why in this sloka, why we are discussing about Sukadeva Goswami, Kashyapa, and great personalities. This chapter 9, the passing away of Vishnudev in the presence of Lord Krishna, is said that Sukadeva Goswami said, before afraid of having killed so many subjects on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Maharaj Yudhishthira went to the scene of the massacre where Vishnudev was lying on the bed of arrow and about to pass away. So we know that Vishnudev was going to pass away, and that time Yudhishthira Maharaj was not comfortable to rule the kingdom because he thinks that for his become king, that so many people were died in the battlefield. So the throne was contaminated by the bloods of his relatives. I can't rule the kingdom. And Krishna tries to explain him it is for the protection of the religion. We have to do all these things, but Yudhishthira Maharaj was not ready to rule, even though Krishna advised him. And Krishna, he just took him to where Vishnu was just going to pass away. And there, it is just a background. When Vishnu was lying there, everyone arrived. So before this verse, it is said that all the great sages like Parvata Muni, Narada, Dhumya, Vyasa, the incarnation of God, Bharadwaj and Parashrama and his disciples, Vasishta, Indra Pramada, Tirtha, Gritsamada, Asita, Kakshivan, Gautam, Atri, Kushika, and Sudarsana were present. Last Saturday, we nicely described about all the great sages we described in the purport, and today's verse it said that here especially three personalities are mentioned. First one was Sukadeva Goswami, when Vishnudev was going to pass away. Sukadeva Goswami, he was also there in present when Vishnudev was going to pass away. And Angirasa, Kashyapa and Angirasa. Kashyapa Muni, everyone knows, he's the son of Brahma. He came from the mind of Brahma. And he's a great, we can say Prajapati also. Because by him only all the living entities in this material world, everyone exists by him, Kashyapa. He married the 13 daughters of Daksha Prajapati, whose names are mentioned here. Aditi, Diti, Danu, Kasta, Arista, Surasa, Ila, Muni, Krodavasha, Tamra, Shurabi, Sarama, and Timi. I'd like to share a little bit from this uh, Kashyapa Muni's, from which wife he uh, he begot which species. Like it is Aditi. Aditi, from Aditi, demigods were uh, demigods came like Adityas and Vamandev, Lord himself. Diti, Daityas like Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Kadru, the species of serpents like Vasuki, Sesanag, Kalia, and Takshaka also. All snakes came from his wife Kadru. Vinita, from Vinita only two sons were there, not all the species. They were Garuda and Aruna. Danu, demons, Surabhi. From Surabhi, all the four-legged animals like cow, buffaloes, and animals with hoof. Not all the four-legged animals, but with hoof, which have hoof. They came from Surabhi. Muni. From Muni wife, Apsaras came. Tamra. From Tamra, the other birds like eagles, vultures, and birds of prey.
PTT. PTT words.
Yeah. It means the parrot and everything. They came from.
Parrot also came from Tamra.
Yeah. Means all the birds species which can fly and not only meditate. Krodavasa, sharp-teeth monster and insects like crabs and what do you call it, scorpion. Ila, from Ila, all the trees which we see, forest and all creepers and what is it, rice, everything came from Ila. Surasa, bad spirits, Rakshasas, they came from Surasa. Kasta means hoofed animal like a horse, they came from Kasta. And Timi, aquatic creatures like great, what is aquatic animals like whales, Timingala, and fish, dolphin, everything came from Timi, his wife Timi. So it is especially said here that Daksha Prajapati is the father of the gigantic bird Garuda. I'd like to share one very beautiful story from of Garuda, how he was born. You know that one who have many wives, more than one, there is always quarrel between the wife, even two wives. Not now in this Kali Yuga, but from before also. So he have 13 wives. Uh, the two wives called Binita and Kadru. You can see Binita just before I say that Binita is a mother of Garuda and Aruna.
Vinita now is not here.
Married 13 daughters
Kasta, Aisha, Surasa,
is just here. Surabhi, Timi, Diti.
is 14
No,
30 daughters. Is Arishta's name Vinita? Second synonym?
no. Just let me come. Tamramani. Oh, yeah, it's Kasta and Arista, they are called Binita and Kadru.
Ah.
They have different name mentioned here. So mostly the gigantic bird Garuda, he was a son of Kashyapa Prajapati, and his mother was Binita. There is a nice story. It is mentioned in the Vishnu Puran and also in Garuda Puran how Garuda was born. Uh, we continue from the background that there is always a quarrel between two wives. So Binita and Kadru, they were little bit envious of each others. So Kadru have a 1,000 sons and all serpents, Vasuki, Takshaka, everyone, Kalia, and Binita have no sons. And what she wanted that she should serve me. She wants to make Vinita as a maid servant. So they have a one decision that they say that the horse came from the churning of the ocean, Ucheshrava. Vinita says it is fully white. There is no any black spot. And Kadru says no. His tail is black. Vinita says no. It is fully white. So uh, do let us have a competition that if horse tail is black, then you should become my maid servant throughout your life, and what whoever takes birth from you, they also should serve us. Means whoever takes birth from Vinita, they should serve all the snakes. So they decide that tomorrow we're going to see the Uchesrava, the horse. And Kadru, she was not so good. She's did a diplomatic way that she said to her sons that go and the small child go and stick on the tails of a Uchesrava.
One seat.
Yeah, just to stick a
Okay.
like a glue. And when small snakes they came and stick on the Uchesrava tails. It is from far it is looking like a black tail. It is not white. So they say that, oh, you just see from your eyes, there is no any proof that a horse is fully white. His tail is black. Then Kadru thought, oh, it is my fortune that uh, I should become, it is my misfortune that I have to serve you all. Then she accepted her as a master and she was doing uh, activities of maid servants, cleaning and bringing water for them, cooking, everything. Just before this, she pleased her husband Kashyapa Muni, and Kashyapa Muni asks her that, "What you want?" She says, "I don't want anything. I just want, as your wife, as a woman, I need a child. Not many thousands. Just give me two child who can defeat the other thousands who are more powerful." Then he gave two eggs, and he was waiting many years. It is said that more than 100 years he was waiting, but child was not coming out. And by curiosity, she broke one egg, and Aruna came. One bird came, but he was not fully manifest. His only wings were there, but his tails, which eagle need their tails to balance their flying. So only wings were there, and he became very angry. Why you broke this egg, and I was not fully ready to come out. And he just uh, gave her curse that you are so um, not able to wait for the time. You just broke this egg. You should become a maid servant. He cursed her, and he just left. And we know that who is Aruna? Brother, and he's a charioteer of sun god. He drive a charioteer, and he drives.
Right.
Yeah,
Charioteer. Oh, yeah.
charioteer. And we see that Arunadaya Kirtan, Udilo Aruna Purava Baje, Gaura Amani Jage. We say that Udila Aruna means we say that sun is rises Uday. This Aruna, why Aruna is Uday? Because we see whoever comes from a chariot, we first see a chariot diver, not a passenger who is sitting behind. So first Aruna comes. So it is morning. It is called first. It is Arunodaya. Then it comes Suryodaya. Yeah.
Mother is like twilight. Before sun comes, the light.
So and she was very fearful that one son become very angry and he left away. If I break another egg, then he will also go away. And after a long period of time, the Garuda came out. When she was doing a menial servant to the Kadru's sons and like cooking and everything, cleaning. So Garuda, when he became grew and he became more strong, and he asked, "Oh mother, why are you serving these Kadrus and his sons? What's your story?" And Aditi, the demigod's mother, she explained how Kadru cheated her, and Vinita became her servant. And Garuda, he went to the assembly of Kadru and he asked, "What I can do to free my mother from your uh, from becoming your or becoming my mother as your servant? What I can do? How I can free her?" They said that with the crooked man that go and bring Amrita, nectar from the heaven, and give to us, then we can free you. By the way, they want to become immortal, and when he brings some Amrita, then they will take and they will become immortal. And Garuda accepted. Okay, for a mother, I should do this thing. And he went to the heaven. He fought on the Indra, and he took Amrita. And Indra told, "Oh, don't give to them. They are not good for the universe. They can destroy everything when they will become immortal." Then Garuda came to know their uh, qualities. Then Garuda says to Indra, "Okay, I'll just give to them. It's my promise to free my mother. You just take away from them when they are going to take it." And he took Amrita Kalas from heaven, and we came to the down planet system where Nagas live, serpents. We know that some places, some drops fell, just Prayag and some other places. Yes, three places. Yeah. And so its story goes along. We have a short time. So when he brought Amrit and gave to them, and he first asked them, "Please, this is Amrita. You should have respect. For so many days you all have not taken bath. Go, take bath, purify yourself, do achaman, come here and take Amrit." It's just, and they were so anxious. They just follow whatever Garuda said. They went to take bath. He just kept the kalasa there. Kalasa, it should be kept on a purified place. There was a kusha grass. Wherever kusha grass, we sit and whatever we do is purifying. So on the kusha grass, he kept Amrit pot. Meanwhile, they went to take bath, but at that time, King Indra came and took the Amrit.
Indra.
Indra.
Oh, yeah.
Before only they have planned that they should not take Amrit. So when Indra was taking Amrit, some drops fell on the Kusa grass. And they came and they become very angry. "Oh no, it is not good." And Garuda says, "See, it is all good. Whatever you said, I did. But it's your misfortune that you are not able to taste the Amrita." And they were so anxious that the snakes, they started licking the grass. Before their tongue was like flat, but when they lick the kusa grass, it become cut and become two. snake. We can see that snake's tongue are two.
Just repeat that again.
When Amrita fell on the two drops on the kusa grass, before this time, snake's leaf,
Flat.
yeah, it was flat. When they start licking, the kusa grass caught their,
Oh, Kushal has cut their tongue.
yeah, and it became two. Yeah, it's
So that's very bold.
yeah. After this, we know that they become angry, and stories continues how Kalia become envious to Garuda, and it's going on. It is long. So by this, what's Matri Dharma, the Lord Vishnu become very pleased to him, and he asks, "Whatever you want, please ask." He says that I want to become your servant always. I want to carry you, and I want to become your vehicle. Then after that, he became a charioteer of Krishna, Lord Vishnu himself. So little bit discussing about the Angirasa. He's a son of Maharaj Angira and is known as Brihaspati. This is another name for Brihaspati is Angirasa, the priest of the demigods. It is said that Dronacharya was his partial incarnation, Shukracharya was the spiritual master of demons, and Brihaspati challenged him. His son is Kacha, and he delivered the 5 weapons to a Bharadwaj Muni. We heard that little bit about Bharadwaj Muni last Saturday. Now today we are not going to discuss about it. He begot 6 sons like the fire god and his wife Chandramasi, one of the um, reputed star. He could travel in space and therefore he could present himself even in the planets of Brahmaloka and Indraloka. He advised the king of heaven Indra about conquering the demons. Once he cursed Indra. Once. We heard 2 times we heard in Bhagavatam. Here it once. Now, who thus had become a hog on the earth and was unwilling to return to heaven. Such is the power of the attraction of the illusory energy. Even a hog does not wish to part with its earthly positions in exchange for a heavenly kingdom. He was the religious protector of the natives of different planets. Is this is about the Brihaspati. He is a priest of demigods, and we know he can travel everywhere from Brahmaloka to Indraloka. And Brihaspati there are 2 incidents when Indra was cursed. One was that when Brihaspati gave a garland to Indra, he just in a different mood he just gave to his elephant Airavata. An elephant, is an animal. He just took out the garland and put it down and crossed with his feet. And Brihaspati became insulted. Oh, I gave my garland to Indra, but he did like this, and he caused him to become a no. He caused him that demons will take over
The
kingdom, and we know the story of Vitrasura and all this goes. But this curse is different to become a hog. Once Brihaspati came from Brahmaloka to Indraloka to see his disciples and all. Indra was sitting on his throne, but he did not stood up and welcome his spiritual master. He forgot his manner, and Brihaspati caused him to become a hog. And later on, the stories continue. Srila Prabhupada says that Indra became a hog caused by a Brihaspati, and how he was attached to his hog life. He have a family, he have wife, children, and we know that if there is a no king, there is always problem. There will be more thieves and robbers. So, so what happened then? In Indra Loka, Swarga Loka, there was no ruler. Then Brahma came to Indra. Hey Indra, hey, you are Indra, king of heaven. And Indra was in a body of a pig, and he called all of his relatives and says, "Hey, you all know that I am the king of the heaven, Indra." And everyone clapped. "Oh, you are great." And Brahma says, "Oh, you have to come back to the Indraloka. There is no one is there as a king." And Vashishta, "Okay, let us go to Indraloka." He said to his relatives and children and wife. And Brahma, "Oh, no, 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 only you should come." He says, "Huh? No, I am not going to come. Just now I have married my daughter. I want to see my granddaughter, grandson, and all." And Brahma just sprinkle water on his children. They are disappear. "Oh, you you just vanished my family. You are not good." And by force, he have to bring Indra to his original body. And Brahma sprinkled some water, and he thought, "Oh, I am sitting in this filthy place. Oh, let us go quickly. It is very stinking." You know that whichever it said that whichever body we go, our consciousness becomes such a dull. It's energy of a Lord. We know that Lord Krishna have innumerable energies, but especially three energies: Antaratmika, Vairatmika, and Tatastha. Means Yoga Maya, Mahamaya, and Tatastha. Means living entities. We can choose to go to Yoga Maya or Mahamaya. So Mahamaya, it is a long description, but we just for this, the Mahamaya is of two divisions. It's called Prakshapatmika, Avarnatmika. Prakshapatmika means which covers the living entities with material consciousness, and Prakshapatmika means which pulls down to this yeah attachments. The so Lord Krishna's energy are very strong. So we can see that even Indra, when he becomes a hog, he become a confused, and he was controlled by Mahamaya. So we all know we are in this material world, which is covered by a Mahamaya. So we should, with a very firm determination and with enthusiasm, we should practice a devotional service. Always chant minimum 16 rounds, read Srimad Bhagavatam class, and we should overcome from this Mahamaya to Yogamaya, and we should do a devotional service to Lord always. If we can come to temple to devotional service. Otherwise, by giving donations, Prabhupada said that everyone who earns outside, they should give 50% to the temple. There is many ways we can do devotion service and serve to the Lord. So most important thing is to always stick on a devotional path and free from a Mahamaya, not to become our consciousness like a hog that we have a family, we can enjoy here and everything. The goal of our life is to free from this material world. This is a temporary. We have to go back home, back to God. Thank you so much. I took a little long time. Anyone have any question?
You mentioned about Kushagrass. Kushagrass is so powerful. I remember in our Brahminical community when I was small, when there was this eclipse and all.
Yeah.
We used to keep Kushagrass and rice, groceries in the house so that Kushagrass will cut off the evil effects coming from the eclipse. That time I learned in my time, my mother used to keep Kushagrass on every part of the grocery and everywhere. Milk and ghee and all. Kusha is so famous. Very powerful.
Yeah, even when we do sacrifices,
Exactly.
we need a kushagrass.
The altar first is Kushagrass.
Yes.
Last few verses talking about the importance of association and Lord Krishna taught all of the different concepts.
Yeah.
Prabhupada, how important it is. Good. Ask if there is any online question.
Any online questions? Hare Krishna. Mhm.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Prabhu.
Prabhu. I don't have any questions, but thank you for the class. It was a lot of nice stories you shared. Thank you very much. Even in the short notice, you did the class. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, if anyone does not have a question, then I have one question. Can I ask?
Oh, I just have one quick question, Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu, I just you said that about how Garuda actually freed her mother from the from Kadru's while she was serving at there, and how Lord Krishna actually, like, I just need like a little bit more on that through a little bit distracted while you're discussing on it, like how Lord Krishna appeared to the scene. If you can please share that again.
Oh yeah, there was a quarrel between Kadru and Vinita, and by some incidents, Vinita has to become her maid servant, and when Garuda took birth, and as a matri dharma means to follow to serve her mother, he bring Amrita from uh, heavenly planets, which is very difficult, which was protected by the demigods. Even in such a difficult condition, he did matri dharma means serving his mother, which was his first duty. You know that mother is our first guru. When we take birth, she's the first guru who teaches us how to speak, how to eat, and everything. So first, he did a matri dharma, and uh, in a such a very difficult situation, he brought Amrita from heaven, and by this activity, Lord Vishnu became very pleased to him. Oh, you are a great son. Whatever benediction you want, please ask me. And Garuda asks that, may I become your eternal servant and charioteer. Yeah. Vahan. Yeah.
This story is
Thank
ageless.
you.
When it happened,
Yeah.
Vishnu carries Garuda eternally, and before that happening, it is ageless.
Yes, bro. Is mentioned in the Garuda Puran and Vishnu Puran. I have from a devotee's class.
Yeah, that was my next question about like which canto it is from. It's coming from the Garud Puran, I believe, right? The story and the Vishnu Puran, you said,
Yes,
not
bro.
from. Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Okay, I have one question. It is said that in the passing away of Bhishmadev, Sukdev Goswami is also present here. But when Parikshit Maharaj was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, he was just 16 years old. And but it's not a difference between the 4 years. He came out from home in the 12 years when he was 12 years. And when Bhishma passed away, immediately after 4 years, Sukdev Parikshit Maharaj was cursed? No, it took a long time. Parikshit Maharaj ruled the kingdoms for some time. After that, Krishna passes. Krishna go to back home. Then Parikshit Maharaj become king. So
you are going to ask why Sukdev was only 16?
yeah, why Sukdev Goswami was 16 years? 16 years at that time when he recites Srimad Bhagavatam. Anyone like to share, bro, from online?
Yeah, we'll have to talk to you. Questions are only discussion.
Yeah.
That's nice of Prema. Very good question, Prabhu.
He didn't come out of the womb for a long time, Prabhu, because he didn't want to be involved in Maya.
Yeah, but when he recites Srimad Bhagavatam, he was 16 years old, but he was present when Bhishmadev was passing away also. That means
Grandson of
yeah, he came out from whom before Bhishmadev passed away.
Okay.
It doesn't mention the age though. How long after
Prabhu, maybe he is like a Chiranjeeva. You know, he's always 16 kind of person.
Yes, yes,
Not
Prabhu.
the
There's
true
a-
age, but
Yeah, it's they are. I forgot the sloka. It's mentioned that he's like a Krishna.
Yes.
Nava Yovanam. He is always 16 years. And another nice point is that sometime he went to the sun planet with the permission of his father and Naraji. You know, means when Bhismadev was passing away, he came down, and after that he went to the upper planet system. He stayed for some time, and he came back. It was just 2 days or something, but here already 100 years was passed.
There are two
Yeah.
things, okay? I will tell you.
So some pastime happens in the people. Some pastime. The time when we talk about material of book, reference of the time that is material. The time the spiritual world is different. This Garuda is to another story. Not all the stories happen in the material world. Right? So that's why, like for example, Lord Brahma, 10,000 years, celestial years they did with the person.
Yeah.
But it's only 3.24 seconds when we look into the time of his time. Okay? The spiritual world. The thing is that this time scale varies from which reference to the company. That's what. I mean, for us, it's so it changes because time really, the material time is immaterial according to the time that we have.
Yes. Thank you.
Even for us, Brahma lives for 10 trillion, 40 billion years. He's like immortal for us.
Yeah.
But he also lives for their body one day. Just like an ant takes birth at night, 12 o'clock, dies morning 4 o'clock, 4 hours for us. But for ant, it is huge. Time is like that.
Whole life.
Time is all different. Many times it's not mentioned where this story happens. Some of the stories that happens in the Kalpa of Lord Brahma, that is basically the image, shadow of the story that has already taken place.
Yeah.
The spiritual. So sometimes it creates, confusion. Like for example, Lord Brahma.
Yes.
He came in the first month. But he is eternal personality, right? He's always existing. So he appears. Some of the things he doesn't mention, and that is confusion. Is it talking in the reference of material creation, or is it talking in the reference of spiritual? That is why once Gopal Krishna Maharaj told Mumbai, all story in Bhagavatam is beyond time and space. Don't calculate, oh, this way, that way, then you are a fool. Just accept. That's accept.
Yeah, it is
And all the stories are beyond time and space. What happened before, after, there is all our stupid mental speculation. Go, left hand, or focus. Just accept the thing. Krishna is Achinta Bela Bel, and then you have to accept. That's
okay. Thank you so much, bro. Hare Krishna.
yeah.
Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai
Gaur
Jai
Premanand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.